seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in
Oh, yeah.
off we go
Yeah, we
on
got
EA
this.
Sports.
This gonna be a good one. We got Memphis versus
And they'll
London
take
tonight.
it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
But
They'll be led out by the man taking number 3 overall back in 2008. It's their now
so
veteran
we got
quarterback, Matt Ryan.
Stephon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs versus Wawa Diggs, they little brother, and they sons Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Diggs Jr. Trayvon Diggs Jr. So this gonna be a good one.
They'll have some options on second and short.
Last final game of the day.
From the 36, Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And a huge play that time.
On Diggs.
3 yards.
On Diggs Jr. versus his uncle.
On this first drive.
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around.
Trayvon Diggs Jr.
Look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
D.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first FFL start.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the gun on 3rd down. Rutherford firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Andre Hawkins Jr.
That throw's not going to get them.
A lot of dreams.
It really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Rutherford.
They're going long. Okay. Hawkins is doing their thing.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Hawkins put on his show.
To throw on third down. Rutherford.
The dudes.
Complete. He's got him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Stephon Diggs, Jr.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He's looking for Matthews that time, and it's third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out,
okay.
Sniff it out, and finish it off.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 36, Ryan looking middle, and that's complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. On third down, Ryan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on first down. Rutherford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. Rutherford, and the catch made by Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Rutherford. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. On 2nd down, Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a big tackle right there. Big tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Welcome back now here in London as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. On first down, Rutherford. He finds his target. It's Matthews. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first and 10, Rutherford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Rutherford, he's got it to Matthews, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing on first down. Rutherford, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins Jr.
And his guys have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on first and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
The previous play is under review.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field. I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's
no good. The lights win.
Themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S.
It's here for today's FFL game. I'm out.
Below 500.